Hey guys, welcome to Mama's Basement. We're doing a little Minnesota Twins franchise here today. We've got a 3-game series with the Cleveland Indians coming up. We're 3-3 on the current 9-game homestand, and we're trying to salvage a possible winning record out of the homestand here in these final 3 games. A quick look at the standings coming into this. The Red Sox, a game over the Blue Jays. The Yankees are 7.5 back, the Orioles 8, the Rays 9. The Royals at 38-25 lead the Tribe by a half a game. They are 37-25 coming into this series with us. We are 4th place in the Central, 11.5 games back. Out in the West, a very tight division race. The Astros, half a game lead over the Angels. The Mariners, Rangers, and Athletics are all within striking distance in that division. The Nationals, a 4.5 game lead on the surprising Miami Marlins, and the Cubs, 7.5 over the Pirates. 8.5 over the Cardinals, and out there in the West, the Los Angeles Dodgers 7.5 games ahead of their rival San Francisco Giants. The Rockies are 12 back, the Diamondbacks 14.5. We head into Game 65. We have less than 100 left on the year. Tyler Duffy takes the hill for us. He's 2-4 with a 5.56 ERA. And a 1.45 whip. Our pitching staff is beat up just a little bit. We got Kyle Gibson on the DL. Trevor Bauer will take the hill for the Indians. He's having a decent year at 4-2 with a 4.07 ERA, making his 13th start for Cleveland. We start this one off in the 3rd inning. Jose Ramirez steps to the plate. With a runner on 3rd and 2 outs, delivery from Duffy. Ramirez, ground ball to the left side. It gets past Luis Valbuena, and a run comes in to score, and the Tribe are on the board first. Yan Gomes to the plate now with 2 outs and the bases loaded. First pitch of the at-bat, delivery from Duffy, driven deep into left field. Danny Santana just watching this one sail into the second deck. That is a grand slam for Yan Gomes, the 7th home run of the year for him. And the Tribe jump all over Tyler Duffy early in this one. It's 5-0 in the middle of 3. To the 5th inning, Michael Brantley steps in. He's batting .324 with 9 home runs and 31 driven in. All-star caliber numbers for Michael Brantley. His ground ball to the right side gets past Brian Dozier. Runner coming around 3rd and heading for the plate. The play at the plate is not in time, and Ramirez comes in to score. Brantley with the RBI. In the middle of the game, it's 6-0. Indians with the lead. We go to the 6th. Brian Dozier, batting .244, 13 home runs, and 34 RBIs. Runner on 2nd. Dozier winds it to the left side. Diving play made there by Guevara. On to Santana. And the Indians get out of this one with the shutout intact. It's 8-0 now at the end of the 6th. We go to the 8th. Jorge Polanco steps in. He's batting .260. His average has raised here lately. And he's going to lace this one into the gap. It is tailing away from Amarista, and it gets by him. It rolls all the way to the wall. Jorge Polanco around 2nd. He's heading to 3rd, looking for the triple, and he's going to be in there, standing up. Eduardo Nunez steps in now. He's 1 for 3 with a single on the day. And he's going to slap this one through the hole on the left side, and that's going to break up the shutout. Nunez with the RBI, but the Twins fall 10-1 in this one. The Indians lead the season series 4-0. They improve to 38-25. Tyler Duffy gets knocked around, giving up 8 runs in 5 1/3. Trevor Bauer with a strong 8 innings, scatters 10 hits though. Gives up only 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Yan Gomes with the big blow, a grand slam back in the 3rd. All right, guys, we have signed our first-round draft pick, Justin Cox. He is a high-velocity pitcher. He's got a very strong arm. Look at that velocity at 99. His break also at 91, so he's got a lot of movement. Needs to work on his control. All right, guys, which of these players has the lowest strikeout percentage among all Major League Baseball catchers so far this year? Is it Wilson Ramos, Yadier Molina, or is it Buster Posey? Who do you guys think it is out of those 3? We'll get to the answer after this game. Game number 66, Phil Hughes on the hill for us, making his 14th start. He's got a 4.69 ERA. in 80 and 2/3 innings, 74 strikeouts to only 8 walks. Walk to strikeout ratio is one of Phil Hughes' strengths. Obviously, I think he still holds the record for that in a season. Danny Salazar making his 14th start. He's 4-4 with a 3.44 ERA. We start this one off in the third as well. Jose Ramirez and a 340 batting average with 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. He is 7 for 18 in the last 4 games. Ground ball to the left side. It is played there by Luis Valbuena. On to first in time to retire the side. And Twins pitching doing better in this one to start the game. Phil Hughes with 3 scoreless innings. Runner on first now for Kenny Vargas. We're in the bottom of the third. Vargas laces this one into the left center gap. That one's got a chance. It's off the base of the wall. Runner coming around third. Heading to the plate, and the relay is on to third. And Kenny Vargas has put the Twins on the board. They lead 1-0. With a runner on second and 2 outs, Brian Dozier steps in. That's Vargas out there on second, and Dozier is going to bloop this one into center field. It falls in front of Amarista, and Vargas is going to come around third to score without a throw. It's 2-0 Twins. Luis Valbuena steps in now. Valbuena with Dozier on first. Chops it to the right side. Nice diving play out there in short right by Jose Ramirez, and he throws Valbuena out from the seat of his pants. At the end of 3, it's 2-0 Minnesota. We go to the fourth now. Francisco Lindor with a runner on first and 2 outs steps into the box. And Brantley's going to be picked off first. That is the first pickoff by any Twins pitcher this year. In the middle of 4, Twins still lead at 2-0. 6th inning, Jose Ramirez steps in with a runner on third and 1 out. Phil Hughes still on the mound for the Twins, and Ramirez drives this one deep to right field. That one's heading towards the wall. And the right fielder runs into the wall. I think that was Kepler. Runs into the wall, and Ramirez is going to come around third, and it's an inside the park home run. Horrible defense out there in right. And the Indians are on the board. It is 2-2. Here's Amarista with a drive deep to right field. Looking up is Kepler, and this one is on the overhang. It's a home run into the flower bed. And Alexi Amarista, his 2nd home run of the year. It's a 2-run shot, and the Indians jump out to the lead. Jim Johnson now with runners on the corners. It's 5-2. Fly ball out to left field. Catch is made there. The runner tagging from third, and the throw is cut off. The Indians go up 6-2. A huge inning for the Tribe. In the middle of 6, it's 6-2 Tribe. Josh Tomlin on the hill now, trying to nail this one down for the Indians. Definitely not a safe situation. Kepler laces this one into right field. That one's got a chance. It's up there, and it is gone. It's the first Major League home run for Max Kepler, as he was just recently recalled from AAA. It's 9-3 in favor of the Indians. Here's a drive into the left center gap. That one's going to roll all the way to the wall. Byron Buxton on his horse heading for second, and he's going to be in there with a stand-up double. 1 out now. Joe Mauer at the plate. Here's the delivery. Mauer. This one's also into the left center gap. And Amarista's going to misplay it. It goes over his head. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Buxton will score. Mauer into second. On an error by Alexi Amarista, that ball just went right past his glove. It's 9-4. Vargas on the ground to the right side. He gets past Ramirez and into right field. We're going to have runners on the corners for Brian Dozier. Do the Twins have some late inning magic in this one? Bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. Dozier, it's a low fastball, and Dozier lifts it to left field, and he knew it was gone the minute it left the bat. A 3-run home run for Brian Dozier, and that cuts the lead to 9-7. It is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen, here in the bottom of the 9th. A 3-run home run, and there's still only 1 out in the inning, and the Indians are going to have to bring on Cody Allen, their closer, to try to lock this one down, as the Twins have scored 5 runs now in the bottom of the 9th. And Cody Allen's first batter faced is Luis Valbuena, and he's going to line it into left field for a single off the base of the wall. Brings up Danny Santana. He represents the tying run for the Twins with Valbuena on first. Santana's going to be drilled in the hip. And we're going to have 2 runners on now with 2 outs. And Mike Zunino, Mikey Z, steps in with a chance to win the game for the Twins, but he strikes out swinging to end the game. Pretty good effort by the Twins to come back, and this one falls short. We fall to 27-39, and we're guaranteed to have a losing record on this homestand after that one. The Tribe leads the season series 5-0. Hughes with the loss, Josh Tomlin with the win, Cody Allen nails down the save. Yan Gomes, another strong game, went 3 for 5 with a double and 2 RBIs. Brian Dozier had a 3-run home run and 4 RBIs. All right, the answer to this one: which of these players has the lowest strikeout percentage among all catchers in baseball so far this year? Wilson Ramos, Yadi Molina, or is it Buster Posey? Who did you guys think it was? It is Buster Posey. A 10.8% strikeout percentage. He does not strike out. And that's what we're going to be looking for in a catcher as we go into the next couple of episodes. We're going to be looking at catchers and who we might maybe have a chance to acquire in the trade deadline as it's looming in front of us. But first, we get into the final game of this 3-game series with the Indians. Tyler Chatwood is on the hill. He is 1-4. Facing Corey Kluber, who is 8-2 with a 3.10 ERA. He's a workhorse, 87 innings, 80 strikeouts, a 1.20 whip for Kluber. So the Twins have a challenge on their hands to try to avoid the sweep in this series. Chatwood in the top of the second inning, facing Yan Gomes with a runner on third. And Chatwood delivers the pitch, and he would end up having to leave the game with soreness in his elbow. Trevor May comes on to replace him with a runner on third and 1 out. And here's the drive into left field. That one's going to be a fair ball into the corner. A run comes in to score for the Indians. And Yan Gomes is on with an RBI double. It's 1-0. Here's Jose Ramirez now. His drive down the first base line is also fair into right field. And Gomes comes around third to score. It's 2-0 Indians in the middle of 2. We go to the 6th now. Still 2-0. Colin Cowgill at the plate. With 2 outs and nobody on, a 2-0 count. Here's the delivery. And a drive too short. Nunez on to first. And that retires the Indians. In the middle of 6, it's 2-0. Tribe with the lead. Here's Eduardo Nunez with the runner on third in the bottom of the 6th. And he laces it right back up the middle. A run's going to come in to score. And the Twins cut the Tribe lead in half. It's now 2-1. 18th RBI on the year for Eduardo Nunez. We go to the 7th inning. Brandon Kinsler on for the Twins, trying to get him out of a sticky situation here. He's got that nasty sinker. I'm going to try to get Yan Gomes to ground into a double play to get out of this jam, which he does. A ground ball right to shortstop. Nunez to Dozier, on to Mauer for the 6-4-3 double play. And in the middle of 7, it's still 2-1. Indians with the lead. Kenny Vargas at the plate now with 1 out. And Vargas drives this one deep and high to right center field. Looking up is Amarista at the track, and it's gone. A solo home run off the bat of Kenny Vargas, his 4th of the year, and that ties the game at 2 at the end of the 7th. We're on to the 9th inning. Tommy Hunter now on in the bottom of the 9th with Luis Valbuena stepping to the plate. Here comes the first pitch of the bottom of the 9th from Hunter. Valbuena turns it to right field. It's a drive. It's up there, into the jet stream, and it's gone. A walk-off home run for Luis Valbuena, and the Twins avoid being swept in this series. A 3-2 victory for the Twins. On the first pitch of the bottom of the ninth from Tommy Hunter, Luis Valbuena goes yard, giving the Twins a 3-2 win. First win of the year against the Indians. We improved to 28-39. The Tribes at 39-26. Vargas with a home run to tie the game, and Valbuena with a home run to win the game. Francisco Lindor was 3 for 3 for the Tribe with a double. And a quick look at the standings before we end this episode. The Blue Jays end up a game ahead of the Red Sox. The Royals, a half a game over the Indians. We're 12 back at 4th place still. Out in the West, the Astros, a 2-game lead over the Mariners and the Angels. The A's and the Rangers right there as well. The Nationals with a 6-game lead over the Marlins. In the NL East, in the Central, the Cubs 6.5 ahead of the Pirates, 8 ahead of the Cardinals. And in the West, the Dodgers with an 8-game lead over the Giants. All right, guys, coming up next on Minnesota Twins franchise, we have the Chicago White Sox on the road, a 3-game series against them. And we're also in that one going to take a look at our catcher situation and start looking at potential trade possibilities and just where we sit in our organization as far as catchers go. And we're going to do that in each successive episode with different positions as we head towards the trade deadline. So little GM meetings, big board analysis, and see where we're at as a franchise, because we need to try to expedite the winning here on Minnesota Twins franchise. We're coming up on the 3rd year of our contract, and we need to make the playoffs in either this year or next year. So we've got to look into that. Hope you'll join us for it. It'll be Minnesota Twins franchise episode 77. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Hope your 4th of July was good, and we'll catch you later here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming. Thanks, y'all.